I believe in music, absolutely. We were in thick of jungle. I had a huge sty on my eye and I was thinking the shooting will get cancelled.
एक गाना दुनिया बदल सकता है. कहाँ है ये गाना?
I believe in magic.
Tracking milestones of an incredible journey spanning 30 years. Rahman Music Sheets. 99 songs. The first film produced and co-written by AR Rahman. Story of a struggling singer who wants to be a music composer. The film is a musician's quest to discover himself, his purpose and passion. Besides the lead actors Ehan Bhatt and Adilse Vargas, the film had an unusual cast. Singer and musician Remo Fernandez. Music composer Rahul Ram of Indian Ocean. Ranjit Barot, music composer, drummer and a long-time associate of AR Rahman. In other key roles, the film featured Lisa Ray and Manisha Koirala.
म्यूजिक इस दुनिया का एक आखिरी बचा हुआ जादू है.
Music is the last remaining magic in this world. Besides it being a dialogue in the film 99 songs, how much do you believe it to be true?
It's not surprising that AR Rahman sir has produced this film and the dialogue is such a beautiful concept. And I believe in music, absolutely. And I believe in magic. So yes, why not?
म्यूजिक इस दुनिया का एक आखिरी बचा हुआ जादू है.
When Mr. Rahman approached you for 99 songs, what was your immediate reaction?
Well, when somebody and AR Rahman sir, then the director, they approached me. I was very thrilled because I had seen the posters of 99 song on the Twitter and I knew that it's AR Rahman sir's first production. So I was thrilled to be part of it.
Released in Hindi, Tamil and Telugu, 99 Songs has 14 songs. For its soundtrack, Rahman collaborated with Randy Kerber, American composer and keyboard player who played for films like Titanic, A Beautiful Mind and La La Land, and Budapest Scoring Orchestra that combines centuries of musical heritage of Hungary. The first Indian soundtrack album to use Dolby Atmos technology.
To position sounds all around you.
The music of 99 songs was released by Sony Music.
As an actor, how did you react to its music?
I loved it. I loved, I think, to be very honest, I have loved AR Rahman's music because it was different from the Roja days. And he comes out with new forms of music, new ways of songs, and so since then I've been his fan, his music's fan. And in 99 song also he's done marvelous music, so it was beautiful.
Bombay, Manisha's first film in Tamil. Also the first film when she had to perform to the music of AR Rahman. In her early 20s, Bombay presented her as a mother of twins, an absolute no-no for a heroine in Hindi films.
How did Bombay happen to you? How come an actor born in Nepal, a newcomer with no support in film industry, landed such a major role in a Tamil movie?
You know, the thing is, somewhere I feel human effort is, human effort matters a lot, but at the same time I feel there's something called destiny, something called God's will, which is unexplained, and sometimes there is no rationale to it. When one looks into this thing, how did a girl from Nepal who had no support system in Mumbai film industry also got in movies here, and not only one movie that one Saudagar, but I continued getting movies. I continued getting love from the filmmakers, and they started taking me, and the audience started loving me, media started loving me. Of course, its own share of ups and downs, but when you look at from that perspective, it seems unusual. But when I was doing, then it didn't feel unusual. I felt like any newcomer. I felt like I came to Bombay with the thinking that, can I make it? Can I not make it? Will people accept me? Will people like my work? Will I be good enough? Can I compete with so many great, gorgeous actors and people? Will I be able to stand out? All those things. I had no clue, but I went along with that, and one after the other, good filmmakers kept on choosing me, and Bombay also, for that matter. I remember I got an offer of Bombay, but I had heard the music, but I had not seen the film Roja. But I knew that Roja was a big hit. But when I was asked to do Bombay, I was little apprehensive. I was not wise back then, let me tell you that. And so there was a lot of norms in the Bollywood those days, like a heroine cannot do a mother's role, otherwise a heroine will be typecasted forever as a mother. And there's so many things which was there. So and I used to listen to those, because those are the people who come and tell you that. But there was one person, Ashok Mehta ji, who fired me, and he said, Beta, what are you doing? Do you know the kind of filmmaker he is? Do you know the level of good work he has continuously churned up, continuously made, and his last film was a commercially big success too. So you are an idiot if you refuse this film. And that jolted me. I said, oh. Then I went to Mumbai, mom and me went to Chennai, and we did a photo shoot and the look test, and that's when it was decided that I will play Shaila Bano in that film. And I was really, really happy I did that film, because the whole story ends with the people coming together despite the divisiveness, despite the trouble. People saying enough is enough now, we have to hold each other and we have to walk together. And I like the philosophy of the film. So I was glad I did that.
While you were shooting for Bombay, I believe you wanted to meet Mr. Rahman. You specially requested for it. What made you do that?
Because I felt I was Rosa's music fan, and I had heard Bombay's music also little bit. So I was very keen to know who's this young maverick, who's churning up. Rahman sir had actually he had a lot of fan following in Bombay film industry by then. Lot of journalists, lot of my friends are saying, oh, if you're going to do the Bombay, you have to meet him, and you have to. So it was almost like a fangirl sort of a thing.
Mr. Rahman keeps working on a song till the film gets released. It means you shoot on a song that's not final. For actors, how challenging it is to decide on their expressions or emote to an incomplete song. How do you prepare?
So there are 3-4 questions in one question. Basically, what I feel is that any creative person continues to work, continues to improvise till it's delivered. because I feel sometimes I don't have that sometimes that kind of a pushing drive. But I've seen that with most of the geniuses, most of people who are exceptionally good in their work, they are working till the last minute. So I think that's what I keep on consistently seeing that, number one. Number two, I feel that to emote, to perform in a good song is easier than to perform or emote in a average song. So whenever I get a good song or good music, it's not difficult. It doesn't get difficult. And also when I'm performing as an actor, we always keep in mind what the character is, what is the narrative of the story is, how we have to stay true to the character and the narrative.
कहना ही क्या ये नैनिक अनजान से जो मिले चलने लगे मोहब्बत के जैसे सिलसिले अरमान ऐसे दिल में खिले जिनको कभी मैं न जानूं वो हमसे हम उनसे कभी ना मिले कैसे मिले दिल न जानूं अब क्या करे क्या नाम ले कैसे उन्हें मैं पुकारूं.
What memories do you have of shooting Kehna Hi Kya?
I do have memories of Kehna Hi Kya. I think we shot in Mysore or one of the areas that we had gone, and I remember that I had a huge stye on my eye, and I was thinking the shooting will get cancelled and all that, and but no, I think Rajiv Menon was the DOP that time, and I explained to him this is what I have in my, there was a big stye in my eyes. But he just asked me to put some makeup, and he said, don't worry, I'll take it. And nobody notices a stye in my eye. So that I feel when you're working with the entire team, which is excellent, they churn out good things despite all the roadblocks.
Ui Re or Tu Hi Re, the iconic song that details the excruciating pain of separation, dilemma of lovers from different religions. The song was shot at the largest fort of Kerala, Bekal Fort.
Was a very difficult song, and there was one chunk where rest of the places were fine, I think, but there was one chunk which was actually two places which was extremely difficult. One was on the rocks, and the sea hits on the rocks and big splash comes and all that. That was pretty dangerous. But somehow we managed to shoot that, and we got it right, and everything was okay. The other place was, I don't know which area that was. We were in thick of jungle, and they were full of leeches. So if you walk one step, also little distance, also leeches would be all over your leg. And I had to wear that skirt, that blue skirt, and I had to run through the jungle, full of leeches and all that. So a lot of difficulty, you know. But then you find mechanism. We were told you put salt. We were, you know, somehow we put the boots, and I mean, we figured out how to navigate in a tough situation.
The theme track of Bombay introduced Mr. Rahman to the world. When you were shooting riot sequences, was this track played for actors to perform?
No, it wasn't played during the shoot. I don't think it was played during the shoot. But Bombay track became my favorite track. I think it became a favorite to most of the people in the world. Amazing track. It was soulful. First of all, Bombay's music is very soulful. I find Tu Hi Re extremely soulful. And the track is act of genius, I think, masterstroke.
A year before Bombay, another milestone in Manisha's career, 1942, A Love Story. The last film composed by R.D. Burman. Rahman and R.D. Burman, two prolific, timeless composers, both much ahead of their times.
If you were to define these two great composers, how will you do that?
I think it will be very unfair to compare both the music, because honestly, I think, I love 1942 songs. I mean, there is something that I have personally, because, you know, we had a last conversation with Ardida. We threw Jackie and me, Aisha, Jackie and me threw a party after we finished 1942 shooting on the set, which was a built big set in Film City. And so Aisha and me decided to throw a party, and that's the time Ardida had come. And I think after that party, next day or after 2 days, he passed away. But we had this conversation, and he was so thrilled that his music was releasing, because there was a gap that his music had not released or not done well or something like that. But he knew that he had done a masterstroke in 1942 songs. So we had this very warm conversation with him, and it's like I'll always have that as one of my cherished memories, cherished warm conversation with the genius. So I have a personal attachment to 1942 songs. But at the same time, you know, I mean, Rahman sir's music during Bombay is great, it's beautiful, it's haunting. I will never be able to say which one is better, with this one is better or that one is better. I will never be able to say, because both are very precious to me, and both on its own right stands tall in all times to come. It'll be favorite of generations.
A cancer survivor, Manisha Koirala goes back in time to revisit her classics. After Bombay, it was Indian with Kamal Haasan, Dil Se with Shah Rukh Khan, and Baba with Rajnikant, all composed by Rahman. Magic of Music and Manisha will continue with us in our next episode. Stay with us. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, press the bell icon, and stay entertained.